Hey Cancer, I hope you guys are doing great. It's a Tipsy Intuitive here to do your month ahead reading. We're going to take a peek and see which area of your life Spirit wants you to focus on the most and see if we can get a little bit of guidance for you. So the aspect of your existence that Spirit wants you to pay most attention to is image. Interesting. So let's pull some oracle cards and see what other energies are surrounding this reading for you. Wow, we have Healer of the Ages. And let's pull another, see what other energies are surrounding my Cancer collective. What's happening with my Cancers? And we have Yes. Okay, so Cancer collective. This is interesting. It almost feels, I just heard redemption song. And I'm not sure what that means to a lot of you out there just yet. We'll get into some tarot and see. But it feels as though what you're sort of projecting out to the world around you is someone who is warm, someone who is calm, someone who has this very sort of stable and transformative healing energy. And it almost feels as though this is the face that you were meant to put forward to the world. Now, whether or not you have actually been doing that over time remains to be seen. I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of you have not. But I feel like a lot of you have some gifts that have the potential to be absolutely transformative, that you may have not been revealing to the world. And Spirit is saying, yeah, this is your gift. And it's not something that you should hold inside. This is not something that you should keep to yourself. Because the world, at this point, I feel like more than ever, Cancer, needs this healing energy that you have inside of you. So whether or not this is you looking at, sort of having a career as a counselor, as a therapist, whether this is you volunteering, to be a mentor or, a peer counselor or like a big brother, big sister type program or volunteer in a hospital, there is something inside of you, some gift that has incredible benefit to the world that Spirit is asking you to reveal. So, it's interesting. I feel while I'm doing your reading, Cancer, as compared to some of the other signs, and no offense to any of them, that your energy is so calm. It's so peaceful. There was a little bit of chaos going on in some of the other readings that I did, but yours just feels light. It feels easy. It feels incredibly peaceful. And I feel like that's something that Spirit wants you to channel in the next few weeks, something for you to think about. So let's get into some tarot and some Lenormand and see what else is going on for you, if we can get a little bit of clarity around these cards. So starting off with your current energy, how you're showing up and coming into this new month, we have the dog. This is someone who is incredibly loyal, incredibly faithful. And in this particular card, we have, it looks like a little chocolate lab puppy. Who doesn't love puppies? They're so sweet. They're so innocent. Their energy is calming, right? We have the Ten of Swords to clarify. So this is you coming in with a very light spirit, a very light energy. It doesn't feel as though you hold any resentment or any grudges or any baggage towards anything. It feels like this incredibly loving and affectionate energy that you have inside of you. We also have the Seven of Cups to clarify. So this card can be about options, but a lot of times it's about illusions, and more specifically about confusion, disillusionment. And so I feel like you are in this very peaceful, loving place, and you're trying to figure out what to do with it all. Like, what do I do with this energy? Because it feels like it's something that's bigger than you, something that you can't necessarily keep to yourself. Now, the challenge that we see, any obstacles, difficulties over the next few weeks, we have the ring, and that's clarified by the 10 of Wands in reverse, the 6 of Coins in reverse, and we also have the 8 of Coins. And so again, this is you figuring out how to channel all of this energy, right? With the ring, this is all about a promise. This is about commitment. This is about a contract. So I think with that and having the 10 of Wands in reverse, this is a releasing of burdens, right? It almost feels as though you're trying to figure out a way or where or how to channel this loving energy that you have in a way that's not going to make it disappear. That's not going to sort of impact the space that you have found yourself in, this place of well-being that you have achieved for yourself. It's almost as if it's like, I have finally found the key to happiness and I want to share it with other people. But how do I do that without fucking myself up? Like, how do I put in that work? How do I make this a part of who I show to the world without destroying what I've built? Is sort of what it feels like. Now, with the opportunities that are coming into you, we have the Stork, and we also have the 9 of Cups in reverse. So this is actually an interesting pairing, right? Because with the Stork, this is all about bringing in something new, right? We all often associate the Stork with the birth of something, with the, bringing in of new life. But the 9 of Cups is all about happiness. It's about wish fulfillment. And we see that in the reverse. So I feel like, not every opportunity that comes towards you is going to be for you, and you're going to have to sort of figure that out. But of all of these opportunities that are presenting itself for you, inside of all of this confusion, with the Queen of Cups, there's going to be something that you love and something that you know is absolutely right for you. So I think within this confusion, as you go through this sort of sorting out process about where you can use your gifts and how you can sort of bring others into this level of happiness that you have for yourself, there's going to be something that stands out that says, yes, this is it. This is a path that I was meant to be on. Now, the advice that Spirit has, we have the Lady clarified by the Queen of Swords in reverse. And this is actually a pretty beautiful energy, right? Because the Lady is all about dignity. It's about poise. It's about self-confidence. And the Queen of Swords, when it's upright, can be a fairly cutting energy, right? This is someone who can be sharp. This is someone who can be harsh. They're decisive to the point where they literally punch people in the throat. And so I feel like Spirit is saying that as you sort through these options, as you figure out how to spread this joy that you've attained for yourself to other people, there might be some people who aren't necessarily on board with your message, and that's okay. That shouldn't knock you off of your path, right? There's no reason to kind of poo-poo them. It's more of an acceptance that, this is potentially not their time. And with the 9 of Coins in reverse, this is about you giving, right? This is not you necessarily focusing on yourself. So Spirit is telling you that, yes, now is the time for you to expand. This is the time for you to share your gifts with other people, and doing it in a way that honors you, that maintains your well-being, that thing that you were worried about, that challenge, that obstacle that you might face. Keep yourself at the forefront. Keep your dignity, keep your poise, keep all of that. Keep your self-empowerment, because that's what's going to get you through. Now, for your potential outcome, now this is super interesting. I can't wait to clarify this. We have the whip that came out, and we have that clarified by the 8 of Cups in reverse. Now, the whip is, all about sort of domination, or, trying to force things, trying to, I just heard fit a round peg into a square hole. So I feel like this is Spirit saying, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And, don't be so quick to necessarily dismiss people who may not be sort of on track or in alignment with your message, with the things that you were trying to offer them, that they will come around eventually. And this thing that you're working for, Cancer, this joy that you're spreading, it's going to be something that is so incredibly beautiful. Like, I just feel this peaceful spirit that's around you. We have the 2 of Coins in reverse, or the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Sun in reverse. So I think that, there's going to be at some point, what's a good way to say this? There are going to be some challenges, I think, in this new path, and seeing who's in alignment, and you figuring out how to sort of share these gifts with the rest of the world. But it will happen. And I think that you are going to come to a place where you make the decision to pursue your happiness, because I think that sharing what you found, what you've discovered, how you show yourself to the world is going to make you happy. And being in a place of not knowing, not having clarity, is not going to sit well in your spirit. But I think that you're going to persist. I think that you are not going to sort of abandon what you know you were meant to do, which is bring joy and stability to other people in this world. So stay the course, Cancer, because it really feels as though once you find your place and how you want to present these gifts to the people around you, it's going to be something that's incredibly fulfilling. And it's what you were meant to do. So let's pull one last oracle card from Spirit. See what their final message is for you. And I could literally go take a nap right now, because I am feeling like just so much wholesomeness around you. The final messages that we have for you is let go and enjoy and change tracks. So again, this is you sort of doing things a little bit differently, right? Embracing this joy that you found and sharing it with the world, which I think is something that you haven't necessarily been accustomed to, something that's a little bit different for you, right? But exploring your options and figuring out how you can best do that, and then not worrying about the rest, not trying to control how other people view you, how, whether or not other people align with your path. They will come. But I think that what you're going to do, what Spirit is saying, is just to let go. Be your authentic self. Live in this moment. Let go and enjoy the process of sharing all of this goodness that you've had with other people. That's where you were meant to be. That's who you were meant to be. And that's how the right people will see you. So Cancer, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.